Prince Harry has been slammed by Caroline Flack's former agent for opening up about their tainted romance in his new memoir Spare. In a section of the tell-all book, which leaked after the memoir was accidentally put on sale in Spain 5 days early, Harry speaks openly about his relationship with the late TV presenter. From how they first met, to their parting words when they split, and even his stunned reaction to the tragic news Caroline had taken her own life in 2020, Harry doesn't shy away from speaking about his time with the cool and sweet presenter. However, Caroline's former agent has reacted angrily to the revelations, branding the Duke gross and accusing him of using his past relationship to help sell his book. The presenter's former publicist Alex Mullen fumes, "It's absolutely gross for Prince Harry to reveal such private details about Caroline Flack. The way in which the press spoke about her at that time and the reason they split are both very sad, and it's disgusting he's brought up old long-forgotten slurs she had to suffer in full view of the public around the world." Of course, Caroline reacted to them with humor and grace, but privately she was deeply hurt, just the first of many injustices she didn't deserve, penned the creative director of APM Media. Harry's decision to remind all of the terrible things said about her to help sell his appealing book is grotesque. Moreover, and perhaps worst of all, he writes as if he has any idea why Carrie took her own life, parroting media reports as if they're reality. Blaming the press because that's what he read about it. He knows nothing. Perhaps he should be considering how he and Meghan Markle might have caused Queen Elizabeth II pain just as she lost her husband of 70 years and while she was on the path to her final goodbye. The royal family need to strip him of all titles immediately. In an excerpt of Spare, published by Us Weekly, Harry recalls first meeting the former Love Island host at a restaurant during a night out with a mutual friend in 2009. Harry says he was introduced to Caroline months after breaking up with long-term ex-girlfriend Chelsea Davy, a relationship he also opens up about in his new book. The Duke says Caroline wasn't taken aback that I didn't recognize her, before heaping praise on the presenter, describing her as funny, sweet and cool after their initial encounter. "She didn't have a big ego," he continued. Opening up about their short fling, Harry then shares, "Very soon after they popped me and Flack, those photos set off a frenzy. Within hours a mob was camped outside Flack's parents' house, and all her friends' houses, and her grandparents' house. She was described in one paper as my bit of rough, because she once worked in a factory or something," he continued. "Jesus, I thought, are we really such a country of insufferable snobs?" Harry says the pair continued to date despite the attention on their new romance, but for him the relationship was tainted. The Duke says they both decided the relationship wasn't worth the grief, especially for Caroline's family. Spare, by Prince Harry, where to get your hands on a copy. Spare by Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, is the most anticipated book of the year, full of insight, revelation, self-examination, and hard-won wisdom about the eternal power of love over grief. As we eagerly await the book's release on Tuesday, January 10, 2023, here's where you can pre-order your copy of Spare. Amazon. Waterstones. W.H. Smith. Harry then reveals their parting words to each other were goodbye and good luck. Later in his book, Harry speaks about first hearing the horrible truth that Caroline had died after taking her own life and feeling so awful for her family. "She'd been so light and funny that night we met. The definition of carefree," he said. Caroline also spoke about her romance with Harry in her memoir Storm in a Sea Cup, which was published in 2014. She wrote at the time, "I was no longer Caroline Flack, TV presenter, I was Caroline Flack, Prince Harry's bit of rough. Once the story got out, that was it. We had to stop seeing each other."